Uh-oh, a moment that's happened to many of you happened to Bryan this week. He lost his wedding ring.
Oh, no!
Bryan, what happened?
There I was in a big pile of leaves, just having a moment with my kids.
Oh, you guys do have a lot of leaves at your house.
This story is actually a story about how amazing my neighbors are. Because my neighbor Joe raked up a big pile of leaves in his front lawn, invited my kids, invited me over. So we're in there playing.
Having a good time.
Having a great time.
Frolicking.
You know, I buried myself under the leaves so that the kids could raise me up like a zombie and then I'd go chase them.
Oh, that's fun.
Right? So I'm raising up as a zombie. Well, it's cold outside and I got a little ahead of myself. Moved quickly. My ring shot right off of my cold finger.
Oh, no.
In a
Into-
massive pile of leaves? Oh,
Bingo.
Well, the good news is you paid how much for your wedding ring?
$17.
There you go.
And that's why.
You got yours off Amazon. Spoiler alert, I see what happened with the ring because I see it on your left hand right now. So good news, it was found. But how long did it take you to find this ring, Bryan? And what was that chaotic sequence look like?
It's a good 10, 15 minutes. I lost the ring, and the kids are playing in the leaves and stuff. And I go, guys, talking to Joe, I just lost my ring. Think you can help a brother out? So he gets on his hands and knees. Both of us are down there, and we're pushing leaves to the side. I had it down to...
That's kind of fun, though. I love finding stuff like that.
Well, I told him, I said, this is like a jigsaw puzzle.
Yeah.
But, you know, with landscaping, we're going leaf by leaf, and we're searching the area that it's supposed to be in.
Was it on the very bottom?
It was. I don't know where it was.
Oh,
it was
found it.
just 10 minutes later, Joe goes, I got it! I got it!
And he found it in the pile of leaves?
He did,
That
yeah.
is unbelievable,
It
man.
was crazy, man. And luckily, the leaves were babysitting the kids. They were just having a good time.
It reminds me when I was little, Star World in Kalamazoo, Michigan, when I lived there when I was 4, they had a ball pit, and they would hide, it was in an arcade, they would hide game tokens in the bottom of the ball pit.
Oh, my God. Yeah, that's exactly what this was.
Yeah, and the whole time you were in that ball pit, you were looking for those tokens.
Let me guess, kids got hurt and they had to stop.
No, I don't recall that happening. It just was good times.
What happened to you? When did you lose your wedding ring, and did you end up finding it? Interesting that you mentioned this, Bryan, because I saw this crazy story the other day about how a Pittsburgh woman lost her Halloween. I've already skipped to the end of the story. A Pittsburgh woman lost her wedding ring while she was trick-or-treating with her kids.
Oh.
And it went into like a trick-or-treat bag.
Uh-oh.
And so they had to figure out like where it might have been. And fortunately, she got her ring back. But these things escalate so quickly. You have the ring on, then all of a sudden you look
just
down,
gone.
it disappears.
I blame Ozempic.
It's
You know,
gone.
yeah, Ozempic. So what happened to you? When did you lose your wedding ring? And did you find it? 919-860-1015. Good news, you found that bad boy, Bryan. We have Casey with us right now in Holly Springs. Good morning, Casey. What happened to you?
I was on my honeymoon. We were
Days later.
days later. It was that night we got to the hotel, and I took my ring off and put it on the bedside stand next to the bed. And when I got up in the morning, I forgot to put it on when my husband and I went out for the day. Well, we came back to the hotel that night because during the day I realized, oh my gosh, I left my ring in the hotel room. Well, we got back to the hotel and it's gone. My ring is absolutely gone.
Uh-oh.
We are tearing through the hotel, cannot find it. And I was convinced that I left it on the bedside table, which I did. So we actually went to the hotel management and said,
of course, yeah. You think it got stolen?
Yes. So I went, and they said, well, we'll talk to our staff, but, we don't know. And so the next day we left. And when we came back, it was magically on the bedside table.
Oh!
Somebody swiped your ring, girl.
No. I really thought this was going to be a story that ended with you being like, oh, yeah, and I was the one that was the silly one, and I actually left it someplace. So somebody took it from the hotel. They had a talking to, and then they put it back exactly where they left it or where you had left
God,
it.
Yes.
That's scandalous. Well, I'm glad they gave it back.
I am too, because I was mortified because my husband's grandmother actually gave us
Oh,
her
my
diamond.
gosh.
Crap, it was an heirloom.
Yes.
Oh, my
even
God. Well,
worse.
I bet
And
you
I
never
could
took
not-
it off again.
No, I could not bear the idea of going to his grandmother and saying, I lost the ring.
Well, you didn't.
You didn't
Somebody.
happen to have a husband before, right? They gave you another ring.
Take
You
this
didn't even
ring.
have any time to get the suntan line
Yeah, exactly.
before you had it stolen.
I know, right.
All right, well, thanks for
Casey.
calling.
Thank you. Have a great day.
You too. Bye-bye.
Bye.
You know, I also think, too, would the guy have even noticed that she had to switch out the diamond ring if she needed to? I don't know if I would notice something like that. Maybe I would. I'm just saying I'm Captain Oblivious. Guys can be oblivious to
Right.
things sometimes. Would he have even noticed if that was the move that he had to
Well,
make?
I don't think
Just
it was
random
about
thought.
him in that moment. It was the fact that that grandmother gave her the ring, and she was just like, I've been entrusted with this heirloom, and I lost it.
Why'd you take off her ring before bed?
I had the same thought.
Why?
I mean, it's
You can
rookie
sleep with
move.
these things.
Rookie move, first night married.
Oh, yeah, look. Hey, see, I didn't lose it.
I didn't
Everything's
lose it. I
fine.
found it. I searched for our love symbol.
We
I
have
found it.
Tim with us. Good morning, Tim. Where were you and what happened to your lost wedding ring, my friend?
All right, I lost my wedding ring almost 20 years ago in my backyard.
And how long after you lost it when you finally found it, or has it still never been found 20 years later?
We found it last year, had a guy come by with a metal detector
Wow.
and walk a half an acre yard and uncovered my ring that sunk about 6 inches into the ground.
Wow.
Was it the location you thought it would be in, or was it
Yeah.
further away from where you
Yeah,
expected?
had you looked there?
It was the general vicinity. He walked about a 60-foot strip and started digging and finally found it. Took him under an hour. And so now I'm no longer allowed to wear the ring. It sits in a drawer at home.
Go on
So,
Amazon.
Tim, had you had the metal detector method? Had you tried that before, or did you just not
No.
think about it?
No, I saw a local guy on Facebook who had been uncovering people's rings. And I said, hey,
Oh.
what's it going to hurt to pay $100 to have somebody try?
That's a hell of a hustle.
Yeah, that is like you have the metal detector, and
Yeah.
I mean you get bored just going to playgrounds and stuff trying to find things. You might as well use it. Did you have to pay him?
I paid him $100.
Do you
I'm gonna
only
get me a metal detector.
do you only pay when the ring has been recovered? Is it that sort of pay structure?
Yeah, that's what he said. He said if he doesn't find anything, then he doesn't charge you for it.
I am into this idea.
Hello, Shark Tank.
Look at that. Look at that.
So he was an awesome guy, and yeah, but then he went on to find a friend of mine's school ring, and he just kind of goes around Raleigh. So it was a great thing, though. But my wife, Karen, was real happy.
I bet.
Tim, thank you for this conversation today. Cannot believe how this worked out for you. Look at that. In one afternoon, they found more in Tim's backyard than they've ever found in 15 seasons of Curse of Oak Island, Sarah.
I knew it was gonna come up, and it's not true.
Thank you, Tim.
Thanks for keeping me entertained, guys.
They are
things.
changing the history of Nova Scotia on that show.
Sure. You know, two things I love about Tim's story. One is, number one, that he found the ring, right? But also, two, that it took Tim 19 years to hire a guy to go find the ring for him in the backyard. It was 20 years ago, but it was, 19 years later. You know what? I want to get a metal detector guy to come out and help me with this.
I want a metal detector anyway.
It's Kyle, Bryan, and Sarah on Mix.